Okay, everyone. I just wanted to review a little bit about moving, animating up and down and diagonally. So you can take any one of your pictures that you've already drawn and start adding code to animate the picture. And again, remember when we say animate, we're basically redrawing the same image over and over again, except at slightly different coordinates, so that it looks like because it happens so fast, it looks like it's actually moving. All right, so here's some code. I'm going to add my 4 steps that will cause the petals to start moving around. So I have these color petals. So one small note here about documentation. This slash slash and then what I wrote here, what we call this is documentation. This has nothing to do with the code itself. All this is doing is helping me identify which ellipse statement belongs to which the ones in the picture. So I don't have to have this. I can delete it and it'll be the exact same picture. But helping me identify which ellipse is this is like the white petal. I know it's this one right here. Helps me in animating like exactly where I want to do with all, helping me move the things I want a lot faster. Documentation is extremely important in coding. A lot of programmers don't do it. And so basically you have to just try to figure out what the code's doing line by line. Anyways, just a note. So back to the 4 steps. First thing I'm going to do is add some variables. I'm first going to start with just a y variable. So var y equals 0. This is declaring the variable and initializing it to 0. Okay, hold on here. And then I'm going to add the draw function. So I just say draw equal, and this part comes up automatically. And remember, we're going to remove, so this is everything inside the draw function is going to execute repeatedly. So all these statements will execute over and over and over and over and over again. But right now I have to move this brace at the end of my code. So I do Control X and Control V. Okay, so now my code is within the draw function. Again, here's the first brace and here's the last brace. So anything in between those 2 braces is going to execute over and over and over again. All right, now I need to add plus y in my ellipse statements. And so I want to move things up and down. So I'll just go ahead and add the plus y, let's say to these colored ellipses. So I'll do some plus y, which will make the petal move down, and minus y will make the petal move up. So here's just I'm just adding plus and minus y here randomly so you guys can see how this works. Minus y, plus y, minus y. Okay. And again, nothing's happening yet because I need to increment the variable. So my last of the 4 steps is y equals y plus 1. And if you see the picture, you restart everything. The pictures I did plus y are moving down, and the ones I did minus y are moving up. And again, I can make this go faster by changing that to, let's say, a 5. Restart, and it's doing that. So just to verify, I'm going to comment out the background statement so you can see, and restart so you can see that the picture is drawn over and over again. So if we look at this picture, I'm going to zoom in on it. You notice here I'm just drawing the circle over and over again on all these, and they're basically like 5 units further down. If I make this, let's say, a y plus 50, it'll really restart it. You can see, again, the picture is being drawn over and over and over again. And every time it's going through the draw loop, it's drawing it. Here's the first time it went, then the second time, third time, fourth time. And when we do that, if I restart, let's put the background statement back in. And I'll restart. You notice now it's just the picture's going a lot faster, but the circles are just getting drawn over and over again. All right, now to move things diagonally, what you need to do is basically include another variable. So with moving diagonally, you're going to have a change of y and a change of x, which is related to slope. So you can make these things move with any diagonal direction you want. So I'm going to add an x variable, and included in my ellipse statements, I already have the draw function. I'm going to add here, just randomly put plus x and minus x on these. So I'll do plus x. I have no idea what this is going to look like, but let's just try now. I'll do some minus x, minus x, minus x. Okay. And I'll turn the y equals y to 1 again, or maybe make it 2. And now I'll add the x equals x plus, let's do 2. And you can change the speeds on these. Oh, I want to keep the white flower, so let me take this one out. Okay, so let's restart this, and the petals should be moving diagonally now because you have x and y being modified here on the coordinates. So let's see what happens here. Okay. Notice they're not just going straight up and straight down, they're moving in a diagonal direction. All right, everyone, that's basically what I wanted to show you on this one. One of the assignments I'd like to give you is if you restart with this petal, this flower petal, actually make the petals like explode, moving all out at the same time. So, for example, well, anyways, that's kind of, I'll let that another day. All right, thank you.